friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kristen, the maker behind Yarn Theory, and today we are wrapping up the holiday series. For the last few weeks, I've shared quick and easy projects that you can complete in a short amount of time to give to your loved ones. I have listed links to the previous tutorials in the description box below. Today we are making a crochet circle crossbody bag, and the stitch featured once again is the waistcoat stitch. If you are unfamiliar with this stitch, please watch the tutorial that is on my channel. I've included a link to it in the description box. You can also purchase the written pattern on my Etsy shop. The link has been provided in the description box as well. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's get started. So here's our materials, and it's again some of the same things that we've used for past projects. This is the 5mm braided cotton cord by Bobini. It is about 108 meters worth of cord. It's the same cord that I've used before, but I've already rolled it up into a ball just for convenience. Again, we'll be using a 6.5mm hook. You'll need scissors, tapestry needle, a tape measure, 3/4 inch swivel lobster clasp, 2 3/4 inch D-rings, and then a metal chain or strap of your choice. This one is 47 inches long, and I brought it in a bronze color because it matches the other hardware that we have. Okay, to start our bag, you first take your cord and make a magic circle, and then chain 1. Now, this stitch here will count as your first stitch of this round. And as we go through the rounds, I'll show you that this chain will continue to count as the first stitch of each round. So we are going to place 5 single crochet stitches into our ring. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then our chain right here. So you take your tail, you pull it tight, and that closes up our circle. And so now we will do our first invisible join. We will end every round with an invisible join. So you accomplish this by inserting your hook from the back to the front, grabbing your loop from this side and wrapping it around your hook, pulling it through to the back. And so now remember, our chain is right here. So we're going to insert our hook into our chain, the center of our chain, yarn over, and draw up a loop. Okay, so we've drawn up our loop. So now we'll take our live stitch from earlier and slide it back on our hook, which will leave you with 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over again and pull through both. So this is our invisible join, and this is now the first stitch of round 2. So here is round 1. So now we're going to increase in every stitch around. So this is round 2 here. So we will increase. So the first chain starts as our first stitch. So we're gonna waistcoat stitch into this stitch. So we have our 1 and 2. So now we're gonna work our increases around until we get to the end, and then we'll join with an invisible join. And notice I am crocheting into the centers of the stitches, not underneath the lip, but I'm into the centers. don't worry if you notice that your center seems to start to open again. That's why we have a tail, we can pull it close. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we've gotten to the end of round 2. You can take this little tail. So as you can see, my center is kind of coming loose. I'm just take this tail and pull it, and it's closed back up again. We'll secure that once we completed our circle. So now I'll do another invisible join. Close this round, inserting my hook through the center of the chain, drawing up a loop, putting my loop back on my hook, and now this is the end of round 2. So now we're going to continue increasing until we have a total of 8 rows, and I will have the instructions right here so that you can see what I'm doing as I go through each round. So here is the first piece that we created. Here's our second piece. I came back here because I wanted to show you just how I will create the sides in order to connect them to the D-ring. And so we are going to begin around 9 as we did with the first piece, in a special version of our invisible closure so that we can create that lip that blends in with the other sides of our bags. And now, working in the back loop only, we will single crochet into the next 7 stitches. Okay, so now once we've gotten to stitch 7, we will join it to our other bag. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we're going to take our bag and we are going to do the same thing that we did with the other one. So here's our D-ring, here is our loop. Put this over here. Going to just insert the loop through the D-ring like we did before, nothing crazy. Take my hook, insert it through, and keep on crocheting. So you're gonna do the same thing for round 10, work your way around, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I'm back and I've completed row 10. And as you can see, it's attached only by our D-rings. So now we are going to work down the sides of our bag all the way around to join it together. And we'll do that by using a slip stitch. So I have taken a piece of my cord and I've cut it, and I'm going to attach it to one end and slip stitch my way around, and then I will weave my ends to finish off. So you'll be working it again awkwardly, and you'll be holding the yarn inside of the bag. But first, what you'll do is take your hook, and we are going to attach our cord in these 2 stitches that are right here. So here is the top of the 2 stitches on both sides. You're going to insert it on one side and then insert it through the other and pull up a loop. Okay, so now you're going to slip stitch all the way down, making sure to insert it in the loops on both sides. Yarn over, slip stitch. I'm just going to bring that through our loop here. Oops. And pull it a little tight, and do that all the way around. And this creates a nice seam that is nice, clean, and secure. this all the way through, and so as you can see now, our bag is steamed together. And so now all you have to do is take your two ends here and weave them in. So I'm going to weave those off camera and then come back and show you how I make the strap. Watch part 2 to see how I create the strap and the closure for this project. The link is in the description box below. Bye!